Hey guys, welcome to another video of mine. It's Koulibaly, and this is a Chelsea transfer video for you guys. Now I know that the January transfer window has ended, but there has been so much news circulating, especially concrete news, things that I've heard as well. And of course, we are on a winter break, so I need to fill you guys with Chelsea content, keep you guys busy, give you guys the best content that I can. Apologies, I haven't uploaded for nearly a week. Of course, I've been very busy, exams, revision, etc. I just haven't had the time to research, make the thumbnail, edit, record, etc. But I am back, and hopefully that I can record more regularly. But in this video, I'm going to talk about L.Martinez, Martinez, my favourite striker of all time, my favourite player, Jadon Sancho potentially. We're going to talk about the signing of Edwin Anderson, the 16-year-old wonder kid from Sweden. Going to be talking about him, Kalidou Koulibaly, and of course, we are going to be talking about Kepa's situation as well, and the potential replacements if we ever did consider selling Kepa in the summer. But before I do get into it, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you are new here. Make sure you hit the bell notification for every time I do upload, and comment down below thoughts and opinions on each story that I do talk about. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Starting off with the first story regarding L.Martinez, Martinez. Now, before I give my thoughts and opinions on the play, let me go over the reports and publications. Now, Calcio Mercato were the first publication to report it. Now, they reported this morning that Chelsea were willing to offer either Marcos Alonso or Emerson Palmieri to Inter Milan in exchange for L.Martinez, Martinez, and of course, we would add cash on top. Now, giving you guys a bit of background information, L.Martinez, Martinez currently has a €100 million release clause, which equates to about £94 million. Now, there has been a lot of notable, Premier League interest, specifically Manchester United. Manchester United had an inquiry during the transfer window, which was immediately turned down. Now, United stated that they're really heavily interested in signing L.Martinez, Martinez. However, they're really, put off by the £94 million release clause, and so wanted to negotiate terms with Inter Milan. Inter Milan immediately put the phone down. They were not interested whatsoever. He is by far their best player, and of course, they're never ever going to negotiate for him. You either cough up the release clause or you don't pay him, etc. Or if you have a player interested involved, then they could be swayed to do a deal with you. Now, there hasn't been too many links up until today regarding L.Martinez, Martinez. Now, I've known him from the South African League, Argentinian. He was the next superstar coming from there. And Inter Milan was a perfect move for him, and he's been sensational for Inter Milan. His link-up, his partnership with Romelu Lukaku has been phenomenal. Of course, we know his position in Serie A. They're fighting for the Scudetto, doing very well. He's in the top 5 top goal scorers of the season in Serie A. Has been doing wonderfully well in the Champions League. Suited style of play, absolutely world class. Such a young age at 21, has generational talent. I know that that's a big word to throw, but his attributes are stunning. Clinical, deadly finishing, quick, strong, aggressive, fantastic link-up play. And for me, he'd be perfect for the Premier League. A literal region of Aguero, who's a bit taller and stronger. The guy is elite. I've talked about this guy and raved on for so long. He would be my marquee dream signing in the summer alongside Sancho. And I know that we won't sign both, but a man can dream. L.Martinez, Martinez would be phenomenal. Now, of course, another publication as well reported, another Italian publication, saying that Chelsea were willing to, interested and willing to offer a player involved, either Marcos Alonso. He's been sensational this season, but of course, there are some criticisms for the player. Now, number one, the main issue with L.Martinez, Martinez is he's not your out-and-out goal scorer, your natural number 9, your lone striker. If he did sign for Chelsea, hypothetically, he'd be signed potentially to play up front, in a 2 alongside Tammy Abraham. That's how he's made a name for himself. That's how he's been so elite and sensational. He's made his name off playing alongside Lukaku. So essentially, the way that L.Martinez, Martinez would fit at Chelsea is either playing in the front 2 alongside Tammy Abraham, or playing in a shadow/second striker, competing Mason Mount for that number 10 position, right just off the shoulder of Tammy Abraham, close to another player, because he thrives off close control, touches, elite close control ability, very dynamic. Or you could play him as a number 9. However, you'd have 2 inside forwards that are very close to L.Martinez, Martinez, allowing that link-up play, that close control, and quickly get off the shoulder of his man. Having 2 inside forwards, similar to how Liverpool play. Look at Firmino. Yes, he drops a bit too deep, and L.Martinez, Martinez wouldn't drop that deep. However, when you have Salah and Mane that are so close, act as inside forwards, close to the centre forwards, you'd have a similar situation at Chelsea where, hypothetically, you'd have Hudson-Odoi, maybe Pulisic, they'll be playing off, as an inside forward near Lautaro Martinez. So there's plenty of options to use him. Of course, Lampard could also use the option of playing a two up front of Tammy and Lautaro Martinez, one of the two best young strikers in Europe right now. And for me, I'll be all for signing Lautaro Martinez. Absolute gunman, ice cold, elite finishing, deadly, lethal, insane close control, fantastic ability, great attributes, and he would be that marquee signing that all the Chelsea fans crave at this moment in time. But leave me your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. Do you agree with me? Would you take Lautaro Martinez at Chelsea? If not, again, leave me your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. Do you think that we should sign Jadon Sancho as a marquee signing over him? Now, of course, we can't sign both. I was told that Chelsea will 100% be making a marquee signing in the summer. Of course, we need to keep the investors happy. We have investors in the club, shareholders. We need to keep them happy to show that Chelsea is a good investment for their return. I know I'm bringing in economics and financial, things into here, but it is important when you look at the business side of things. We need to keep shareholders and investors happy, telling them Chelsea is the right club to invest. Of course, we just signed a new sponsor with Free as well, new sponsorship deals. So we're going to have a marquee player to wear their shirt. We haven't got that much of a marketable player, but Jadon Sancho, Lautaro Martinez is a marketable marquee signing that, of course, would sell shirts and, of course, make the investors happy. So I can almost guarantee, and I'm confident to say, that we will be making a marquee signing in the summer transfer window. So, I guess keep your eyes peeled, but I can also guarantee, almost confirm, that we're not going to be signing both Jadon Sancho and Lautaro. This isn't FIFA. I would love both. I would dream of both, but it's not going to happen. Both would be, they're both going to be pricey as it is, and there are other areas that we need to, strengthen as well. So we just haven't got the funds. Plus, financial fair play is involved as well. But who would you rather sign as a marquee signing, Jadon Sancho or Lautaro Martinez? Now, getting to the next story, that is, of course, the 16-year-old Swedish wonder kid from Sweden, as nicknamed the Swedish Hudson Odoi. Now, that's what his father described him, his kind of play style. He's been doing phenomenally in the Swedish league, 16 years of age. He couldn't sign last season because, of course, he was under the age of 16, couldn't sign that pre-contract. However, Edwin Andersson is the Ruben next Swedish wonder star. Any of my Swedish viewers or people who watch Andersson on the regular, leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think that he would develop well at Chelsea? Do you think that he has good potential, etc.? But he has been confirmed. We have signed him, the 16-year-old from Sweden, the young superstar, Edwin Andersson. And yeah, hopefully, he'll be put into the development squad, into the under-17s, and let's see how he develops. Hopefully the one that he can make the first team and really prove that he is a top player and that it was a good bit of business from the club itself. But I guess it's a good signing. It's a good signing. Chelsea are the right club for the youth players at the moment, the way that Lampard and Jody Morris are developing the squad, the way the young players are getting opportunity, the way they're utilising loan spells correctly. I think Edwin Andersson, if he has the talent and the ability and mentally, he can definitely make it at Chelsea as well. So let's see how his growth develops. Let's see how he develops as a player. But it's a very, very good signing in my opinion, especially when there are numerous amount of clubs interested in his signature as well. But getting into the last part of the story, I want to talk about Kalidou Koulibaly. Yes, Koulibaly, the wonder star, the wonder centre-back, one of the best centre-backs in the world. Now, Il Imani, an Italian publication, they broke the story today and they reported that Chelsea is still very interested in signing Kalidou Koulibaly from Napoli, and they are one of the front runners out of the Premier League clubs interested in signing fixture. And they report that Chelsea are confident of signing him in the summer transfer window. And I'm not sure how reliable this is. Now, I know that centre-back is one of the key positions that we want to strengthen, but are we realistically going to be signing near 70 to 80 million pounds for a centre-back? Yes, he's world-class and one of the best in Europe, but someone who's nearing 29, who's not going to give that many world-class years. Plus, of course, there's other areas that we have to strengthen. We're going to be spending a lot of money in one area, when at the moment that it's not a desperate area we need to strengthen. Of course, striker, winger and left back are more priorities at this moment in time. I'm not sure how reliable this report is, but like I said, I'll be all for Koulibaly signing an elite centre-back that would, of course, upgrade our defence, upgrade our squads. And I wouldn't be against the signing, no way. You'd be stupid to be against the signing. However, like I said, his age, and also, do I see it being too realistic? Not in my opinion. But like I said, I'm going to have to be seeing more reports, publication. Let's see if it intensifies. Let's see if I hear anything as well. But yeah, getting into the final part of the story is regarding the Kepa situation. I quickly want to give my thoughts opinions on Kepa. Now, of course, Kepa's been on poor form recently, especially this season. He hasn't been on the best of form. A lot of fans have been calling out his name and potentially wanting to sell him. Of course, there has been rumours that Lampard wants to sell him. Now, I was told that that's not the case. Lampard wants to assess the situation at the end of the season. Now, of course, he will be speaking to Christoph Lolichon and Petr Cech regarding the situation, and he will give Kepa until the end of the season to prove himself. Caballero playing against Leicester was to kind of give Kepa a rest and kind of reevaluate the situation, trying to get his confidence back to play to his best abilities. We know he has world-class potential. We know he's a Swibby keeper, and he was the third best keeper in the league last season. And for me, he will be one of the best keepers in the world when he reaches prime. For me, he needs time to develop, time to nurture. For me, he needs time. I think the people calling for his head are a bit premature. Plus, if you think of it financially, we're not going to get all the money we recruit for him or anywhere near that amount. So I guess he'll be impossible to sell, and we have to stick by him. The only solution I could see to this is getting a new goalkeeping coach that can help him, or getting another top keeper to help him essentially. Another top keeper essentially to help him, boost his performance, etc. But yeah, leave me your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. I'm going to wrap up the video there, guys. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you're not here. Make sure the bell notification for every time I do upload. And I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.